Good morning, everybody. Hello. Hold on, I've got, there we go. I'm coordinating currently with Waves to figure out how to, join up here. But Waves is going to be joining us today. How are you, everybody? Hope you're doing well. Good morning, Chassis, Shade, Blue Tongue. Nice to see you. Enjoy your day off. I hope you find it relaxing. Okay, so we're gonna try to meet up with Waves over here. And we had no problem meeting up multiple times last week, so. But what have y'all been up to? Did you have a good weekend? Can't believe it's already not the weekend anymore. We're gonna have a peaceful journey today. I have one more trophy, which is completing the majority of the game with the same person. Which is why Waves is gonna be helping me. Hopefully, at least. Oh, yay! Wonderful. So I would have to assume this is my dear friend Waves. Also, I think that because we're both white robe, we should be able to just complete this section without actually having to build the bridge. That was a trophy as well. I'm sorry, Waves. I forgot that I can give you juice. Forgot that I could recharge your scarf. But yeah, we're gonna just kind of blitz through today. Last week, I was going through this, getting actually this trophy to go across this without building the bridge. And there was some guy standing back here on this pillar over here, just being real chill-like, real cool. And I whizzed past him, and I just did like a single little chirp, and he did a single little chirp. Didn't move. We just went on our own ways. And it was kind of epic, honestly. Chaville said it was because that person was a fancy flyer who was like waiting for someone else to show up and do cool tricks. Which is why he like didn't move, because he knew that I wasn't the one he was waiting for. Hey, Waves. Nice to see you. Was that not you that I just went to the next area with? I've got a little buddy here. Who's being very kind. If not you. Hey, Twiz, nice to see you. Oh, it is you. Okay, good. Good, good, good. You have such a long scarf. Okay, so. I don't remember where I'm going, but I think it's just forward. Oh yeah, we have to let out our little manta ray friends. Little fish guys, whatever they're called. Hi, buddy. It's honestly so much nicer to play this as Whiterobe. You just get to float like all the time. It really is a good reward for having gotten all of the symbols. Because it makes subsequent replays much more, not necessarily appealing, but very relaxing, you know? Anyway, hope you've been doing good, Twiz. I didn't know that somebody else could activate those for me. Oh no, I let you down. I didn't charge your scarf, I'm sorry. Interviewing for a job today, well good luck. I hope that that goes well, and I hope that you hear back soon. I know the job market today is like, you hear back 3 months from now, you know? Teller job at Rite Aid. Well, I mean, what you're aiming for is consistency. That kind of thing is real nice, you know? We can turn this on real quick, I guess. Plus, I mean, like, I feel like the stakes at Rite Aid would probably be, like, relaxingly low, right? Like, what's the worst that could happen? One would hope. What is this? I was like, what did you do? I don't remember this place at all. For some reason. Yeah, hopefully that is a good sign. It means that you just, like, automatically passed their minimum requirements, right? Because let's be real, that's just how it's done these days. Like, how many recruiters don't even look until the candidate pool has already been reduced 2 or 3 times, right? Because they just use AI and stuff. Which, yeah, I mean, it saves them time, but There are problems with that, you know? So can we just like leave with the number of little friendos that we have? And it just allows us to leave without saving them all? I mean, I guess that has to be true, because otherwise there wouldn't be a trophy for it. Yeah, AI has a minority bias among other issues. Well, so yes, and it doesn't really also depend on whether or not it's just text, right? Because obviously a big part of the minority bias is, you know, they've shown that when shown candidates' pictures with the same resume, the minority person is picked less often, even if they have the same resume as a white person, right? So that's part of the problem. But even just like, you know, the names of the colleges that you went to, or the locations of other places that you've worked, if it's non-US based, like, all of that can be a problem. Brandos! And I was just reading, because I'm getting so tired of AI. I was just reading, because I'm on a bunch of writing subreddits, like writing employment, not creative writing. A person just posted like, I'm getting real tired of this because, you know, this is the third client that I've lost because they said that I was using AI and I wasn't. And I'm like, I absolutely know what you're talking about, because I just lost a client because they said I used ChatGPT and I didn't. And like, this is gonna just become an increasingly bigger problem. AI sucks. We're not, we went different ways. We're not using it for any of the things that it would be useful for. We're just using it to replace people, and then it's like their fault when they're making less money because of it, you know? So I don't like it, and it's only going to continue to get worse. I mean, universal income would be huge, you know? Because if we had universal income, I don't care what AI does, you know? Well, I mean, I guess I still care. I do care. But it's a lot less scary. We're more open to exploring everything that AI can do. I'm slowing down a little bit so waves can get closer to me. I don't want to disconnect. I don't know if that's a thing, but... So yeah, I'm thankful that a lot of the clients that I have are still like, absolutely no AI, we won't tolerate this. But that's becoming so much rarer, you know? And like, I really enjoyed that job. It was writing, it was writing like reptile related stuff, you know? Like that was just a for fun, I'm actually really enjoying this job. And then they're like, you used AI, and I'm like, no, I didn't. And I showed them, like, I have a ChatGPT account because sometimes clients ask me like, hey, can you mock up an outline? Please use ChatGPT. Like they ask me to use it. So I have an account. And I showed my history and I was like, see, the last time I used this was like 5 months ago. But it didn't matter. Like they had made up their mind by that point. It didn't matter that I showed them my ChatGPT history. It didn't matter that I showed them articles explaining how AI detectors suck, and if you put in the Bible, it'll say that it's AI generated. Like, it doesn't matter. They've just made up their mind, and that's what it is. For sure. Yeah, like, that's a great way to put it. Like, you're a human being. We're all human beings. We need food, you know? So if you're not if you're going to steal the method by which we provide ourselves with food, then you need to replace it with something. In this case, it would be universal basic income, right? And the other thing, some of the writers in that thread were saying that some of them write in like a really, really specific niche. So basically it's like only them writing in that niche. And they've found that because their clients are asking them to check things in Grammarly, or the clients themselves are just putting the works into Grammarly to revise their writer's writing, and Grammarly sucks, so you shouldn't do that anyway. They're finding that if they use ChatGPT to answer questions related to their niche, ChatGPT is spitting out their writing. So Grammarly is it's scraping people's writing without their consent to put into the AI algorithm, you know? So it's the same problem as with AI art, where you say, like, make this art based on this person's style. Except now it's writing too. You're plagiarizing somebody just by using ChatGPT. Except that you can't figure out who. And I don't understand how that's legal, you know? I don't understand how that doesn't run afoul of copyright laws or anything like that. Hey Ryan, nice to see ya. How you doing? Welcome to friendly, relaxing journey with a lovely companion. My scarf suddenly feels longer, and I'm not sure why. Yes, we are kind of talking about politics because Twiz has an interview, so we were talking about, oh, I've lost myself here. We were talking about, you know, using AI to filter applications, and then that led me to complaining about how I lost that one job because they claimed that I use AI in my writing, and I don't. And there was nothing I could do to change their mind, you know? I think, like, rising upward is one of the things that I'm just really not good at in Journey. feels like everybody else can go up so fast. Also, when I got my Wonder trophy for co-oping with 10 different people, this was the level that I got it in. And it was actually really cute because the final person, the person who actually kicked off that trophy, was just a complete new person. They had nothing on their robe or anything, so it was their very first playthrough. And because Waves, you had just done this level with me earlier, I remembered enough about how to do it that I guided them through and got them the trophy for not losing any of their scarf. Can you lose your scarf here? Or is it only like the host? $800 applications in 2 months and got a grand total of 2 interviews. That's gross. I mean, writing isn't really very good right now because, you know, people are hopping onto the ChatGPT train. Oh, I don't want to make you lose your scarf. I would feel so bad. But yeah, I mean, so much of writing has just vanished. Sure, okay. I'll follow your lead. So much of writing has just vanished because you know, people are just doing ChatGPT, or they're basically outsourcing the writing to countries where they can pay a lot less, and then they take that and put it in ChatGPT and say, like, fix the mistakes or whatever. Or they just pop it into Grammarly, which is the same thing as putting it into ChatGPT because Grammarly steals it and puts it into the AI algorithm, as I was just talking about, so... I'm stepping all over your scarf. Okay, I'll stay away from you then. I'll stay off to the sides. Oh no! That must be what I remember about the scarf getting, like, violently ripped off. Is there more than one place? Uh-oh. Is there more than one place where that can happen? Because I got the trophy... Maybe I got the trophy with you for making it through here without having the stuff get ripped off. But I thought that I had that trophy. And yet I vividly remember... Oh, it's a symbol. I vividly remember the scarf getting ripped off, so it must have happened to me at some point. I'm sorry that you keep getting attacked. Oh, it's so small! Uh-oh, I went right through that. My bad. My bad. Get away from me! Don't hurt me! Yeah, I guess you can get symbols to build it back up again. Well, thanks for showing me. But yeah, filling out 800 applications is just wild. Like, the thing about the way that my business works, right, is I check every day. I check all of the sources where I might find work. If something seems like a good fit, I submit an application. I usually don't hear back. But I have the flexibility. We could go the normal route, Waves. Unless out of bounds is like easy. So yeah, I have the luxury of like having work while I look for work. It would be much, much worse if I lost all my clients and then had to like start from scratch. And even like right now, I kind of feel bad about the amount of work that I have in terms of like I'm not making as much at this point compared to previous months. But like it always slows down around Christmas, and I'm at the point now where and all small businesses face this at some point. Okay. I'll trust you, Waves. You know, all businesses face this at some point where if I take on more work, then most of the time it's going to be okay until the occasional time when it's going to be ridiculously busy because it's too much for just one person. But the majority of the time, it's fine for me just by myself, so it's not worth having an employee. You know? Like, I want to expand my business, but I don't have enough clients currently to pay myself and an employee. But in order to be able to handle the workload of more clients, I need an employee, you know? So it's kind of like a vicious cycle. Okay, I have to figure out where I'm actually going here. I see. I'm up here. Gotcha. Okay, I feel like your scarf is already recovering pretty quickly. Where did you get this symbol from? But all of this to say, Twiz, I hope you get your job. Because it seems rough out there right now. Because I remember when I graduated college. Hi, buddy. When I graduated college, I interviewed for a ton of stuff. Also, Waves, I'm sorry if I left you behind to ride the whale. Yeah, I got one interview. I got that job. That's how I met Husbando. But like I applied for a bunch of stuff and that was it. I was really lucky to get that job. Hi. So I don't know what I would have done if I hadn't gotten that job. And I was really excited too because the part of the country that I originally come from, I just looked it up at one point and it said that the cost of living was 49% lower than the average. So it's really cheap to live there. Which means, you know, most people were making minimum wage, $7.25, is it? And didn't think anything of it because it was fine, you know? And then I moved here being Michigan, and got that job where I met Husbando, and my starting pay was $13 an hour. And I was like, oh my God, that's amazing, you know? Like, I was like, I'm gonna be rich, you know? And then, of course, I moved here, and $13 an hour was absolutely nothing, and I was feeding myself on $12 a week. And I guess I shouldn't say that everybody was, like, absolutely fine in my hometown at $7.25. It's just kind of a typically poor area. Just in general, very low income, like, you know, housing and everything. But because everybody was like that, I just didn't really think of it. It seemed normal, you know? Everybody seemed like they were doing fine. And so it was like paradoxical that it kind of ended up worse when I started making more. Because this area in Michigan is built for people who make more. Which means that making less wasn't normal. And it was a lot harder. Okay, I will follow you, Waves. It just occurred to me that I meant to de-rest Eco over the weekend, and I didn't, because we ended up going on a long trip, like a 6-hour trip, and I've got that Eco race with Sancho on Thursday, and I don't necessarily remember how to play Eco. This'll be good, this'll be good. Okay, because Sancho has to do all the puzzles and stuff, so I'll still have an advantage. Morty has not moved an inch this entire time. Okay, I will follow you, Waves. am I not flapping? I need to flap. Get up here. Why can't I get up there? Okay, okay, but I see what we're doing. I see it. There's like a little invisible wall here. Okay, I feel as though we've accomplished something. Okay, okay, we made it to a place. I feel like that was extremely faster. But how do you do that by yourself? Is that a co-op only thing? Because otherwise you would have run out of Scarf, right? Also, I can definitely see the monsters now. On my screen. We did not have these Guardian guys here last time that we played co-op. They were just on your screen. I trust that you know what's up here. And that you can see these guys this time. We can both see them. And if my Scarf gets chomped, then it gets chomped. It's fine. He's going real slow. Like a careful little guy. They're so cute. I love them. In some way they kind of remind me, I know they don't look anything like them. They kind of remind me of the Ohms from Studio Ghibli. I don't know why. Just kind of have that vibe. So I imagine in a speed run you probably would have just gone for that. There's probably some way to move that would have caused you to be in a safe place in time. feel like your scarf recovered quite well, all things considered. Can't believe we're almost there. When you really just kind of blitz through this, it doesn't take very long. And then I guess next week we'll start up Abzu. Just keep vibing with the relaxed games. Who needs a scarf? So I guess we were down at the base of this earlier when we did the little skip thing. I think we were down at the base of this castle, presumably. Almost there. I didn't even notice last time that these other ones don't have railings, so you can't just like safely duck into them. I feel like it would be funny to go to like a video game convention and cosplay as the Journey person, but your scarf is just like 6 miles long. So it seems like the whole strat here is just you walk toward the mountain and you let yourself get blown around because there's nothing else you can do. Because in games like Shadow of the Colossus, there's a section kind of like this right at the end of any percent. And it's beneficial to like do zigzag jumps because it cancels out like the suction force and helps you get to where you need to go faster. But yeah, I mean, I guess we can't really jump here. We can't do anything besides walk. Otherwise it would be faster, one would think, to jump along with the wind to get over to where it stops faster. You made it just a smidge further than me. I've seen people do that, yeah. I think it's really fun that people just come into this game just to do movement, you know? And I can't say that I don't sympathize, because I used to do that in Shadow of the Colossus all the time. I wouldn't actually go fight any colossi. I would just ride around on aggro. Also, the captions actually spelled aggro right, capitalized and everything. What are the odds? So we still have the place where we are just floating around through the air the entire time. Which I think, you know, given the length of my scarf and your skill, we can probably just skip right to the end. Yeah, hopefully companion trophy this time. We did every level together, so... Yeah, I'll follow you. I would assume you know the fastest way through this place. Whee! Alright, I found you. Lead the way. Your scarf is long too now, or at least it seems long. That's nice. Ah, I see. This is turned into the Pathless. This is how you do Pathless any percent, basically. Same kind of principle, except you're using a bird instead of a scarf to fly. And also, Pathless any percent is really hard. I think Cheville ran it for a little while, maybe? Maybe I'm just making that up. And he only had an interest in running it. Yeah, I mean, I guess that's basically it. We have to get this trophy. I mean, that was literally everything. Have we ascended? Is that what's happening here in the story? I don't remember actually how the story works. Alright, we're buddies through and through to the final little doorway here, because I think this is it, right? Yeah, because timing on an any percent would stop once you go into the light, right? Well, thank you for your help, Waves. Really appreciate it. If we don't get the trophy for some reason, that's fine. But I don't see how we wouldn't. You have been in every level since the beginning with me. I really appreciate it. I never thought that I would get to play this with anybody else. Honestly, kind of assumed the community was, or like just random players basically wouldn't be showing up anymore. And turns out there's an entire community of people who just hop into this game all the time, so. If anybody else wants to play Journey, go check out their Discord because it's full of people who will just hop on at a moment's notice, turns out. That wasn't considered speeding through Journey. But I feel ya. Like, I wish that Last Guardian had co-op and things like that, because, like, once something is your speed game, it's really hard to not have it be your speed game anymore. So, like, Last Guardian, I really like, you know, getting on stream and just being like, okay, let me show you how to do this, or let me do, like, some goofy meme run or something, because if I just try to play the game, it's still, like, way faster than it's supposed to be, even if I'm trying to take it slow. I believe the trophy, by the way, is for returning to the beginning, so I don't think it's unusual that it hasn't shown up yet. Because you have to, like, complete the majority of the journey with the same person and then go back to the beginning. But even with Last Guardian, I'm kind of, like, out of meme runs, you know? Like, I've done so many in order to keep playing the game. But we'll be spending plenty of time with Trico in December. Like, a lot of time. As always. Yeah, Waves, I don't know what the deal is that you were just able to find me in Journey wherever I was at any time. Like, even trying to connect with, like, Stoic Mom and stuff. We did it, but it took a lot of coordination. And you're just like, surprise, I'm here! I don't know how you did it. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, alright. So it says that you were with me, Waves. It says it. There we go. There's that trophy. Finish the game with the same partner for the majority of the journey and return to the beginning. So we did it. That was the final trophy that I needed. So we now have 100%. Boy, it turns out the last couple games that we played we liked a lot. We've got a lot of 100%s here. We're working on Shin Megami Tensei 5 now. But yeah, so how many people? I meant to look. 3.6%? That's actually higher than I expected. Considering you have to play through like that with other people. But the rarest one is actually collecting the symbols? Oh, no. How? Oh, yeah, I guess it's not a platinum, so it's not like the top percent is the lowest that it goes. So it's actually uncovering the glyphs is the rarest thing. I mean, companion isn't easy, but that kind of surprises me. That the companion-based trophies are higher than just the collectible trophies. But anyway, that's, yeah, that's 100%. And I couldn't have done it without you, Waves. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. Maybe I'll learn the speedrun to Journey sometime. We'll see. I'm still waiting for Gecko Gods to come out. Like, I really want that to be my next speed game, and it was supposed to come out this spring 2024. And then it was, not quite ready. Which, I mean, you know, I would rather they take their time and make a good game than try to rush something out, but I'm looking forward to it. That much is for sure. So let's see. Who is streaming? TGH? How long have you been streaming, buddy? For 5 hours and 44 minutes. That's a lot. And splits are not running and appear to be done, so I'm assuming they're not gonna keep streaming for that much longer. I don't want to raid into Coco because I don't want Coco to feel like the entire stream has to be in English at that point, you know? Hypno. Like, I don't want to put that pressure on. Alright, Hypno is in the middle of splits that could still take another hour, so we're gonna go over to Hypno, which we do fairly often. I don't know why I thought that putting /Hypnoshark was gonna be sufficient. Okay. So say hi to Hypno when you get over there. Thank you again so much, Waves. I couldn't have done it without you. I really appreciate it. You're such a good guide. And I will be back on Thursday for the race with Sancho in Eco, but it will be on his channel, which, as I said before, is over here. He will be doing all of the puzzles, all of the, like, basically a glitchless Eco speedrun, and I will just be doing the regular Eco speedrun because he's better at it than me. So it could be anybody's win. I don't know. But thanks for hanging out, everybody. Appreciate you. Have a wonderful day. Say hi to Hypno when you get over there. And I will see you later. Bye.